Hi everyone. When the parabola given by y squared equals negative 2x and a line y equals negative x minus 1 intersect at 2 points P and Q, we're going to find the length of this line segment PQ. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and write this y equals negative x minus 1 and solve for x. That's going to give you x equals negative y minus 1. So we have our x value. And since they intersect, we're going to use substitution and look at y squared equal negative 2x and substitute in our x, which is negative y minus 1. Now, this is going to give you y squared minus 2y minus 2 equals 0. Okay, we'll call this equation 1. All right, now let's look at our P and Q. So we want our P to equal our x value. So that's going to be negative y, and we'll call it 0.1. So y sub 1 minus 1, and then we still have our y. And therefore our Q is going to be the second point. So that's going to be negative y sub 2 minus 1. And then we have y sub 2. All right. And since we did that, we have y sub 1 and y sub 2, due to the intersection, are the roots of this equation 1. So these two are the roots. So by the nature of roots and coefficients, if I add y sub 1 plus y sub 2, that's going to equal negative b divided by a. So that's your b, so it's going to equal 2 divided by 1, because our a is 1. And your product of your roots, y sub 1 times y sub 2, equals c divided by a. So that's just going to equal negative 2, because a is 1. You don't need to put the 1. All right. So therefore, when we do the distance formula, we're going to find the distance of this length between P and Q. So we're going to write this as the distance formula from point 1 to point 2 here. That's going to be PQ equals the square root of, and your x values were negative y sub 2 minus 1 plus y sub 1 plus 1 squared. And then for your y values, we had y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Now what happens is the ones cancel out. So we're going to get this equals square root. If I put this first, y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Now, that's why I put some of these factoring facts out. When you have these flipped like this, they equal each other. Because when you expand them, they're the same. The only thing that gets switched is the a squared and b squared, and they're both positive. So these are the same. I can write this as the square root of 2 times y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared. Like that. Also, I'm going to use this factoring fact. If I have y sub 1 minus y sub 2 squared, that can equal y sub 1 plus y sub 2 squared minus 4 times y sub 1 times y sub 2. All right. So basically, we already have our y sub 1 plus y sub 2. And that was equal to 2, and our y sub 1 times y sub 2 was negative 2. And by the way, all of this is square root, right? So we'll square root it in a minute. So just this part right here is going to equal 2 squared minus 4 times negative 2. And this equals 12. So that's this part. All right. That's this part. So now we have our distance, PQ, is the square root of 2 times 12. And that's going to equal the square root of 24, which can be simplified to 4 times 6. So that's going to be 2 square root of 6. So either that one or this one. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.